Yeah, we're moving on to our sporting moment of the decade. An intriguing tie. We have Brady's feel-good header against Michael Conlan, calling out corruption at the core of Olympic boxing. Who could forget? But here is a reminder of what it sounded like when Brady stuck the ball in the Italian net.
Well, is that it? Have we seen the moment pass? But it might have happened. Let's hope not. Houlihan.
Oh, Robbie Brady, you hero! We thought we'd missed our chance. We're heading to the last 16. France, bring it on Sunday. What a cross from the right-hand side. And Robbie Brady gets between the defence and heads it past Sirigu. What a moment. What a goal. We're heading to the knockout stages. And don't Ireland deserve it? They've been brilliant tonight. They have killed this really poor Italian side. They've been all over them. We thought our chance was gone. Wes Houlihan, he didn't deserve to be the villain of this tournament. And Robbie Brady has got Wes, he's got Ireland, he's got all of us out of jail. We are surely going through to the last 16.
Yeah, I'm really annoyed with myself because I made a point of looking up something here. When I was going to bed last night, I was like, right, because I've quite a
No, we're on air right now, Johnny, yeah.
Yes. Okay, so this is fine. Discuss, for a start.
That goal, that moment?
Yeah, okay, discuss, because I'll make it very, very, this is going to work out perfect. It's a little bit of a lastminute.com job. It's going to work out absolutely perfect. Will I just go with it? Okay. This week was Paul McGrath's 60th birthday. My father rang me. He said, "Do you know whose 60th birthday it is today?" Paul McGrath was an absolute legend in our family, and that of many. Growing up in Ireland, rural Ireland, be it, you know, wherever you were. And Paul McGrath's performance in 1994 against that Italian side, Ray Houghton put the ball in the Italian net and all that, was one of my abiding sporting memories. I can not remember much about Robbie Brady's that particular win. And the reason I think, and the anniversary of this came up, I remember, during the year, and I was like, the fact that we're still talking about this game shows how bankrupt in terms of ambition we are as a football nation, because this was the equivalent of beating a horse who didn't want to win, essentially. And I put it to you, this is the Italian team in 1994. Pagliuca, Costacurta, Maldini, Baresi, Tassotti, Albertini, Baggio, Donadoni, Ivani, Baggio, Giuseppe Signori. This was the Italian team that played Ireland that night in the Robbie Brady goal. Sirigu, Schilio, Ogbonna, Zaza, Fiorenzi, Motta, Thiago Motta, Immobile, Sturaro, Barzagli, Bonucci, and Bernardeschi.
They didn't exactly roll off the tongue.
Like, who are... I should know more about this. The bench was Buffon, De Rossi, Chiellini, and so forth.
I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. But, like, the Robbie Brady goal, we're not comparing that to Ray Houghton against Italy in 94. I don't think many people are.
We were in this was the first... Was this the first Euros, the first expanded Euros?
Yeah, yes.
So obviously, like, they give you every chance to progress, and even though we finished third in the group now, we've gotten the potential of the playoffs and so forth. We might well progress to play in Dublin next year. My problem was I don't remember that much about the game, apart from the fact that Wezzo had to kind of make up for his miss by putting in that outrageously good ball for Robbie Brady. But, like, the Italians that night, like, the team they had out and their attitude in the game, it was a typical Italian. They just didn't really care. They didn't really care. So we kind of had a free shot at a team that was already qualified and ultimately didn't care. And as much as the Martin O'Neill era became horrible to watch, and some of our football in that tournament against Sweden and Italy wasn't bad, we went out in reasonably honourable terms or whatever. It's like... It just shows that we celebrated that so much.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I think it's the specific elements of that moment are
particular. This was amazing.
Yeah, exactly. All the
photo
all
we have of Robbie with his family.
I think if Robbie Brady had scored 15 minutes into the game and Ireland went through the motions and held on and got the win that they needed to go through, we would have been saying, God, that was a great night. But I don't think it's something we would have been talking about as one of the absolute great moments of the last 10 years. But I think the fact that it was, from speaking to people who were there, the atmosphere in Lille,
The emotion.
a closed-roof stadium, an arena stadium, Ireland having absolutely battered Italy from start to finish and just couldn't get the breakthrough. Wes had the chance. It was an absolute sitter, and you were thinking that was the chance.
Chance is gone.
That's it. That's gone. And I missed Robbie Brady's goal because I was looking over at my dad. It was myself and my dad watching it in the living room. I remember it well. And I was looking over at him, just still talking about that was the chance. That was the moment. TV is over here.
This attack took place over several seconds, and you were just looking at your dad in the dying moments of European group stages.
And it was still 5 minutes to go.
It was like 5 minutes ago, and you're looking at your dad.
I was talking to
You
him.
missed the bloody goal. You missed. We don't have the goal. You missed the goal.
I caught the ball like just going into the net because as I was talking,
I can tell you it was a great cross by
He's
Weber.
sitting there, kind of half listening to me, watching the TV, and I just see a kind of a the eyes kind of bolt up. So I look back across, and I just see the ball going in.
I don't know. I mean,
I think it was the whole moment, and we saw the picture there of him, like, finding his brother and his partner in the crowd.
That was lovely.
And like that is
his brother who looks so like him.
like that. That's probably that is. That is certainly, I'd say, up there with the best Irish sports photos of the last 10 years.
It was, I think, the photo and the emotion of Robbie Brady's goal and just the frustration of the game at that point. And it was like we're out of the group or whatever, into the last, what's that?
16.
Last 16 from 24.
Well, yeah, no, my points, I don't know, I don't think it's the best moment of the last 10 years, but I think it is a great one for the specific little things that kind of added to it.
Yeah, and also the fact
I was saying if it had happened at a different stage of the game or something like that, or
we've been shite for the last 10 years effectively in football, and we've been crap for a while now, and I'm kind of just fed up with watching Irish teams that you don't really want to watch anymore. That Irish team wasn't bad. It'd be lovely to see Robbie Brady and back among the goals. It'd be lovely to see him rediscover his form as well. Michael Conlan was the other half of that debate, and we have a clip of him telling us exactly what he thought in Rio, and this is one that I think we all remember.
Michael, you've a lot to get off your chest after that.
Yeah, you were cheats. They're fucking cheats. It's not about that, that's me. I'll never box for AIBA again. They're cheating bastards, they're paying everybody. And no, I don't give a fuck. I'm cursing on TV. And retaining this here. Let's hear the Olympic gold. My dream's been shattered now. But you know what? I have a big career ahead of me. And these ones, they're known for being cheats. And they'll always be cheats. Amateur boxing stinks. From the core right to the top.
And emotional Michael Conlan says he's finished with amateur boxing after being knocked out of the Rio Olympics. The 24-year-old has suffered a controversial and shock loss in today's bantamweight quarter-final. Despite appearing to dominate the fight, the judges ruled that his opponent, Vladimir Nikitin of Russia, was the winner by unanimous decision.
I won the first round. I knew I had an engine to go and keep him going back. I was hurting him. I hit him a shot and he yelped in the ring and I put it on a bit more and more. Thought I nailed him in the second round. Third round was a bit closer, I'll give it that. But even at that, I thought I still done enough to win. It is what it is. I've lost. My Olympic dream's been ruined.
I did 4 years in journalism at DCU, and I don't really remember any of it, but I was like, what, can I say shite this morning? And I was a little bit wary of it, and then they played that Michael Conlan clip.
Like
Lads, it's 25 to 9 in the morning. That's a lot of expletives. He wasn't happy.
It's I'm kind of unsure how to place this one.
It was a very memorable moment.
Yeah, because like
even for those that don't really.
Obviously, it was a very devastating moment for Irish boxing fans and stuff. But when you actually look at what that led to, and that fight was probably the straw that broke the camel's back.
In terms of how bent
in
the
terms
whole
of
thing was.
yeah, in terms of how corrupt the sport was.
We've
how much things had to change, that might just about give it the nudge over Robbie Brady. Obviously, the Robbie Brady one filled you with more euphoria and stuff, but looking back, that was it was such a significant moment, not just for Irish sport, but for the entire sport of boxing.
I don't care as well if that were from any place other than a Belfast accent. The Belfast accent just makes that
Just made it.
just so much weight to.
And I remember watching the interview afterwards, watching at home, and you were just like,
wow.
yeah, this is like, oh my.
There he is.
Within a
Look
few
at the
minutes,
anger. Look at the anger.
yeah,
Like,
like at first you were really disappointed from it, and then you were like, this is gripping. Like
Rio 2016 was memorable for a lot of things that didn't actually involve.
that didn't involve sport.
Isle Cody, who's a regular listener to the show, some of us watched it. That's in relation to the Jason Quigley fight, and are going into work with blacker eyes than either fighter today as a result. Delighted for Jason Quigley, and she obviously hashed. I should have listened to Jason Quigley. He just said Paddy fighting on the 20th of December. Wow, if I'd seen that, I wouldn't have actually praised her tweet in the first place. Yeah, it's hard to keep tabs with everything that's going on in the boxing world. But we have a vox pop here. Love an old vox pop, Neil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to do the Owen Sheehan or the Colin Boohigan take to the streets now? Would it be up your alley?
I don't think I've Owen's way about the people.
He really has. He's nailed the niche.
It's his turf. It's his turf. No, I mean Colin Boog he's doing his best.
Colin's a good lad. We took to the streets to ask the public, and of course the public is invariably wrong, but this is what the public thought of that clash.
Which was better, Robbie Brady's dramatic last-minute winner against Italy at Euro 2016, or Michael Conlan's now infamous rant at the Olympics in the same year? We asked the good people of Dublin to tell us.
Oh, it's got to be Michael Conlan, of course.
Give me a reason why. We know what it is, but give me a reason why.
He's outspoken about corruption in this country, which is rampant, by the way.
Brady. It's be Conlan, man. Put it all on the line, instead of how it was.
100% Robbie Brady against Italy, yeah.
Be Robbie Brady's goal against Italy.
Brady's. Maybe Robbie Brady.
Robbie Brady.
Not Robbie Brady.
Yeah, not to.
Has to be Robbie Brady.
Robbie Brady.
Why?
Just the emotion I went into it, you know.
Yeah,
Robbie Brady. I think so. Yeah.
Conlan, I'd say. Yeah, just that's probably more seismic moment. I suppose everything's come out after it. I suppose it's probably much clearer. It's a more important event in the grand scheme of things than Brady's goal.
Instantly more memorable.
Yeah.
Where were you for that?
America, New York, Bethpage, Black Golf Course.
That is a ridiculously specific answer. Thank you very much.
Goal, I would say.
Robbie Brady, probably positivity of it.
I like Michael Conlan, so that was a good one.
You liked what he said?
Yeah, totally true. Yeah.
Okay.
Needed Brady to score that goal.
Conlan for me.
Conlan. You remember that? You remember Conlan?
Yeah.
And you?
I remember both, but probably Robbie Brady's goal a bit more memorable.
No surprise at all. Robbie Brady's fantastic last-minute winner against Italy at Euro 2016 defeats Michael Conlan's controversial interview. There you have it.